Hi everyone. If you've ever felt that reality has something more in store for those who can just perceive the obvious, you are among those few who are in the right place. Here, we talk about spiritual truths, soul journeys, and mysteries beyond our physical world. Let us go on a journey through the unseen, the unexplained, and the other side. An important one of many metaphysical phenomena, the other side, is termed supernatural and endowed with the significance of a region where souls go after death. This place is perceived as soul creation in its origin and creation of places of preparation for material lives. The other side essentially is akin to a heaven where souls are projected to the material plane and return there post-death. The place possesses higher vibrations and frequencies than the physical world, evading human comprehension due to our limitation of operations within 3 dimensions and linear time. The very terrain is a painting of Earth, many thousands of years ago, with waters of pure blue, devoid of any mountain or beach imperfections. Never mind the lost land of Atlantis and the forgotten continent of Lemuria, they still exist in the other world. The great masterpieces of architecture and art that inhabited the earth but were lost long ago would still be found on that side. Here in this world, we are confined by the laws of space, time, and physics. The other side's inhabitants, on the other hand, enjoy a world free of such constraints and abide instead by universal laws such as infinity and eternity, where all souls live as pure energy without attachment to a physical body. There are no limitations of space or time in that world. People can communicate in their minds with others and have a certain access to everything and everyone at any moment. This is where the spirits live in peace and greater awareness than the material world. On the other side, spirits exist in their eternal form with no physical limitations. They learn and grow in this world spiritually and attain deeper awareness, especially with the passing of time and between stages learning. These souls may also come back into material awareness and live another life form of rebirth, which further carries the process of spiritual learning and evolution. On the other side, each soul interacts with other souls and beings similar to it based on its level of consciousness and spirituality. Some act as spirit guides to humans, helping mankind to make better decisions in the material and spiritual realms. Spirit world is a world in constant activity. Active studying, working, searching, and partying with each other through concerts, dancing, and sporting events. All the while treating earthly conditions and curing telepathically alongside earthly doctors and scientists for them to discover a cure. It is essentially the primary mode of conversation in the other world. There are many languages spoken in the spirit world, yet its main language is very eloquent Aramaic, which is originally from ancient Syria. Jesus and his apostles spoke a dialect of it. Any spirit on the other side holds all secrets of knowledge. From all the details of the life plans of the persons who have ever incarnated to the holy Akashic documents. To complement the other advantages, it should be said that there is nothing negative there. There is no attack or violence, egoism or incident or pride and prejudice. These are not of God. They are created by the hands of men. These apparently create our leaving that wonderful abode on the other side and coming to earth for what we call happily life. Some people deny reincarnation because they say that we were created by God and therefore belong to Him, just as He is our Creator. We take trips abroad to grow and educate our souls. These trips make for a short time would sometimes be make under our own insistence, as it is a type of travel and pleasure for us. In other words, God honors all breaths we draw. Between the material world and the other side, a two-way communication takes place. For instance, spirits can still communicate with people who live in the material world through the use of inspirations and spiritual energies. This is usually seen as omens, dreams, and sometimes with the help of psychic or mediumistic communications. Spirits would be able to influence the life of the living person and send messages of guidance, support, and comfort. Some people may experience a spirit's influence on them either directly or indirectly. This can involve feelings, dreams, voices, or even sudden visitations. Advice and guidance are often received by spirits from the other side when they want to decide if they would wish to return to the material world or not. Such decisions would usually be made, based on the soul's need for further growth or an uncompleted mission. From this point, the material world becomes a school for souls where all kinds of experiences are available for spiritual evolution in the souls. Those people who are able to talk with spirits are generally known as mediums because they receive messages from the other side, messages from where the deceased spirits reside. This ability does not magically come to the person but develops through spiritual practice, and then their ability may grow stronger with time for each individual. Every kind of communication with that world must be courageously ventured and internally should be treated as an opportunity for a better understanding of the meaning of life and the spiritual purpose for which it was given. The spirits on the other side are generally loving and supportive and try to communicate to humans through positive energies. There are the similarities between this world and the material world. Although it constitutes not in material nature and understood very much in terms of a spiritual world as well as energy, some characteristics have been reflected to the human mind in the form of images such as natural landscapes or ancient cities. It can have really similar environments to the nature which we experience in this material world. Such environments would be viewed by the spirits as an environment for the relaxation of the human spirit and growing. These include mountains, lakes, trees, and lush gardens which exist in the spirituality but not physical landscapes because they are a reflection by mostly consciousnesses and the mental states of the spirits. Beyond this, there are very beautiful gardens, rivers of crystal, and again beyond human imagination, sky colors. Such landscapes are some kind of mental image shape created by the spirits and representing their peace and inside harmony. In the other world, which is outside temporal and spatial realms, the spirits may create or recreate the civilizations of old or even lost cities like Atlantis and Lemuria. Many people have become part of these civilizations in their previous lives and after dying return to the other side to recreate this memory of life in the spiritual world. It is the symbols of advanced knowledge and great cultures that have crossed over from the material world into the ethereal. Perhaps the spirits return to these civilizations or utilize even those technologies and knowledge that existed in these civilizations in the spiritual worlds. Celebrities and famous historical figures also exist on the other side. The great and mighty who have played a part in the history of many important happenings of the past can very well be present in the other world itself, acting as spirit guides or even spiritual teachers for other souls. Fame and fortune are not the only values in that place, unlike in the material world. Growth in the spirit or level of awareness, understanding, and enlightenment are more important in that world. Thus, those who made a name for themselves or have significance in the history of this world may exist in a very different way than what they were all about on this earth. They, however, happen to be well known more for their spiritual abilities and help for other souls than for any material or worldly achievements. The other side allows spirits to recreate their earthly life experiences if they will. Many spirits may go back to sites and places that were important to them, or even relive on the other side an experience from lives in ancient civilizations. Such experiences on the other side can be compared to recreating the same dream or memory, only in a higher frequency spiritual world. Then, there is one world beyond the physical reality that serves not only as an origin or termination for souls but also as a training ground and school for the next life cycles. While there are no material limitations in the other world, there are reflections of the material world. These reflections arise mostly according to the spiritual needs and spiritual awareness of the souls and work as supports in lessons, growth, and attainment of spiritual peace. In sync with higher faculties beyond physical limitations, the spirits are enabled to relive and review all the past lives, memories, and other ancient civilizations. Thanks for watching. If any aspect of this video resonated with you, please like and leave your thoughts below. We would be happy to receive your perspective. Subscribe for further journeys beyond the veil. And until we cross paths again, stay curious, and stay connected to the other side.